What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph? You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight, okay, we're coming back to Red Hot Chili Peppers. Yes, indeed, Red Hot Chili Peppers fans, feeling you. Come on now. Here we go. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to do all the clicks and the likes and the bibbity boobity bop, do me a favor before you do all that stuff. Please watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to actually earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, if you still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This comes as a request from Michael Scarn and Ben Guevara. They both want to see me react to this song by Red Hot Chili Peppers, and I really hope I don't butcher the name of the song, Sikamikanico.
What?
Now, have I heard the song before? No, I have not. To the best of my knowledge, this does not resonate with me in any way, shape, or form. However, there's always a possibility I may have heard the song in passing and I just don't realize it. So as always, if I start listening to the song and I suddenly go, wait a minute, I recognize this song, I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. This was posted by, what? Phaser, I.
What's the matter with you?
Good Lord, these names. And the video has 153,663 views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Red Hot Chili Peppers, Sikamikanico, B-side HD. So this is a B-side. B-sides are always interesting. Sometimes you listen to a B-side track and you're like, yeah, I can see why that's a B-side. And there are other times you listen to a B-side track and at least you scratch your head like, what were they thinking? Why'd they leave that on the album? Why'd they put that on a B-side? That should have been a hit. It's always hit and miss with B-sides, man. It really is. Let's see how this one goes. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
I already like it. I'm digging this song, man. I knew I was gonna dig this song within the first like 5 seconds. I kid you not. When I heard the guitar kick in and then the drums kicked in with it after about a measure or two, I was like, okay, yeah, I'm already digging the groove on this. I already like the direction. This is gonna be a fun ride, and it absolutely has been a fun ride. Now, having said that, do I see why this is a B-side? Yes, I do. I do see why this was not a big hit. I personally am really enjoying this. I like this. I really do. But I do see how this would not be viewed as a hit. I don't even know if this was even on an album. This almost sounds like a rough cut. I don't know. I mean, I could be wrong. I mean, this could have been on an album. I'm guessing this was the B-side for Under the Bridge, which was like one of the biggest hits the Red Hot Chili Peppers ever had. So what I'm thinking is, if I'm interpreting this right, this was the B-side to that hit single. I can see that, I guess. I get it. I do. They want to put something out that's contrasting. Like, when you're putting out this song as the hit single, right? You don't want to put the B-side as another song that sounds exactly like it. You want to put something out that contrasts. So that way, people who aren't necessarily the biggest fan of that have something else to listen to. And sometimes, on rare occasions, it actually works out the other way. Look at Kiss with Detroit Rock City. That was the plan, was to have that be the song that the radio stations played. So they sent that out. They sent out Detroit Rock City out to all the radio stations and said, play this. And what did the radio stations do? They did, but then they flipped it over and they played the B-side. And the B-side ended up becoming one of the biggest hits that Kiss has ever had. And that was Beth. You know, that really resonated with the ladies. That really resonated with the female crowd. And that became the much bigger hit than Detroit Rock City. Go figure. So, I mean, it does happen, but I can absolutely see it not happening here. But you still want to put on a song that contrasts. Like Beth was a big contrast to Detroit Rock City. Same thing here. Under the Bridge is a big, big contrast to Sikamikanico. You know what I mean? So I get it. I absolutely get it. I don't think it's fair to this song because I feel like this song, as a result of being the B-side, is going to get kind of buried. What a shame, because it's a good song. It really is. Let's keep going.
Shooting my sex into the cave. You might receive my radio wave. Shake it, girl, you won't get hurt. I knock my dick into the
Halftime. Absolutely criminal. You know, if that had not been the B-side, I don't know. I don't know how the general public is going to accept that. This was 1992, right? That's what it said. 1992. I don't know. I mean, the music scene was in flux from like 91 to 93. It was in absolute flux. So 92, I don't know. Maybe it would have done well. Maybe it wouldn't have done well. I don't know. Kind of hard to say. Coulda, woulda, shoulda, you know? But in any case, I dug it. I dug it. I know it's a B-side. I don't care. I dug it. Now, how much did I dig it? That I got to think about. I got to figure that part out. So give me a couple of minutes here. Let me get my thoughts together. I'll see you in the review, and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was Red Hot Chili Peppers with, I hope I pronounced this right, Sikamikanico. This was a request from Michael Scarn and Ben Guevara. Okay. I thought about it. I gave it some serious thought, but to be honest with you, it didn't take me very long to come up with this score. This score came within like 2 minutes. So I did think about it seriously. I did, but it didn't take very long. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give that an 8.1. Yep, 8.1. I feel good about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
There is a lot of woulda, coulda, shoulda in the music industry. There's a ton. Timing is everything in the music industry. Well, not everything, but it's a big factor. Between the years of 1991 to 1993, the entire music scene was in flux. I mean, you had all this sudden introduction of quote-unquote grunge bands, quote-unquote, that basically took over the music scene, completely took it over. I mean, they blew everybody else out of the water. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. The music industry was in desperate need, especially the rock scene, was in desperate need of a shakeup. Hair metal, I'm sorry, man, it was out of control. It was so out of control. It was frightening. You had your established metal acts. You had Metallica, you had Megadeth, you had Anthrax. You had bands like that who were established and survived, no problem. You know, they came through pretty much unscathed. But a lot of these, you know, flash in the pan, fly-by-night hair metal bands got absolutely destroyed, thankfully, by this sudden new sound that was coming in. And the Chili Peppers, who have been around for a while at this point, they've been around since the 80s, you know, they followed suit. They were able to ride that wave because of the style of music and the diversity of their sound and their styles of different songs. They were able to coast on that wave pretty easily, and they were able to come through unscathed. As a matter of fact, they had the most commercial success they had ever had between the years of 1991 to 1993. Up to that point, you know, let's be honest here. Mother's Milk, was it a great album? Apparently it was, but what did better? Let's be honest here. What made the Chili Peppers more money? What put them on the map more? Mother's Milk or Blood Sugar Sex Magic? Which album did more for them? The defense rests, exactly. So, you know, hearing this song being the B-side, let's be honest here. The B-side of arguably the biggest hit they've had up to this point. Now, I know there's been other albums after 92 and 93. I know there've been other albums that had more success. I get it. They've had bigger hits than Under the Bridge. I get it. But up to this point, Under the Bridge was the biggest hit that they ever had, right? Okay. This song being put on as the B-side, I said it was criminal. And the reason I'm saying it was criminal is this. By doing so, they did not give this song a chance. They really didn't. They literally put this on as the B-side of the biggest hit they ever had. If this had been the B-side to any other song that came off that album, it might have had a chance of being a hit itself. I really believe it had the ability to be a hit on its own. I personally liked the feel of the song. I loved the direction of the song. I loved the energy of the song. Those 16th notes at that tempo just being so tight and so clean when it went up to past the chorus. Man, that sounded good. I dug that. But I loved the whole structure of the song. Having like the call and response between the guitars and vocals while the drums solid all the way through the phrasing. Bass completely laying out during the verses. I mean, you didn't hear Flea play at all in the verses. It was guitar and it was vocals. Loved that. I loved that stripped down feeling. It worked really well. And then when the pre-chorus and the chorus came in, everybody was in. It sounded good. It sounded strong. I dug it. I really dug that halftime feel, man. When they went to the halftime feel, yeah, dug that. Felt good. It was needed. If the entire song had just carried on at the same pace that it started at, the song to me would have sounded very repetitious, and the gimmick would have gotten old real quick. By putting in that halftime breakdown into the middle of that song, the way that they did, they broke up the monotony, they broke up the repetitiveness, and they reinvested the listener into the song again. Very smart songwriting. Gotta give them credit for that. It was clean, it was well executed, the energy and the drive were unquestionably there. I dug everything about the song. Even Anthony Kiedis' vocals, which I have criticized at this time, in this time frame in the Chili Peppers' existence, haven't always been the biggest fan of it. But in a song like this, his vocals fit the context of this song real well. I have absolutely no issue with the song whatsoever. Having said that, I personally feel like this could have been a really good hit for them. I really do. If it had been put on a different B-side of a different hit from them off of that album. Then again, I could very well be wrong because, like I said, between the years of 1991 to 1993, the entire rock scene in the music industry was in flux. Nobody knew what was going to happen. We had this big insurgence, like I said, of the grunge, quote-unquote, grunge movement, where you saw these bands like Nirvana, Soundgarden, Pearl Jam. You saw all these big bands coming through, changing the music scene. Let's be honest here, for the better. And at least the rock scene anyway. And everything was in flux. Everything was up in the air. Nobody knew heads from tails, and nobody knew what was going to happen in 1994. Nobody could see that far into the future.
Mass hysteria!
So, would this have done well in that time frame? To be honest with you, I don't know. It could have. Given the chance, given the right timing, given the right circumstances, given the right marketing, this could have been a big hit for them. Then again, they could have put, the record label for the Chili Peppers could have put a whole bunch of stock into this song, gave it a big push, marketed the hell out of it, and it could have fallen flat on its face. Nobody knows. Again, coulda, woulda, shoulda. You never know, especially in the music industry, the most fickle industry in the world. Let's be honest. Everybody says it's the movie industry. I'm sorry.
I respectfully disagree.
In the music industry, you could have a #1 hit. You could be on top of the world, #1, and the very next day, you are down in the 60s. It is that volatile. At least in the movie industry, it goes week to week. You know what I mean? Music industry, it is literally day to day. So let's be honest. Nowadays, with the digital age we have, it's more like hour to hour. I mean, you just don't know. So it could have been a big hit if the timing was right, all the pieces fell into place, and the planets aligned, and everything was perfect. It could have been a big hit, absolutely. But as it turns out, the B-side to the biggest hit that they had ever had up to this point. So not a bad place to be. I just hope it got some playtime. I dug it. I loved the song. I enjoyed it, and that's why I'm giving it the great score of 8.1. So 8.1. Final score, I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hopefully I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, then I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, then by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for tonight, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.